This episode is brought to you by Shopify. That's the sound of switching your business to Shopify, the global commerce platform that supercharges your selling. Harness the best converting checkout and same intuitive features, trusted apps, and powerful analytics used by the world's leading brands. Stop leaving sales on the table. Discover why millions trust Shopify to build, grow, and run their business. Sign up today for your $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/tech23.
Alright, what's up guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. And in today's episode, I wanted to talk on when haters follow you. Like, follow you on social media more so. And it's something that I don't understand. Like, what's the reason of following somebody that you hate? I don't get that. You know, like, I've had it happen to me. I've seen it happen with others. And no, like, overall, like, the main reason why I'm doing this episode is because I've been like paying attention to the PNB Rock situation. You know, just want to overall like first off saying like rest in peace to him. You know, I hope his family is doing okay. Family, loved ones, friends, anybody, supporters too. I hope you guys are holding up and things. But no, like they were saying that they had found out through him at first like where he was at. And then overall confirmed it with his girlfriend. So his girlfriend, everybody was like going after his girlfriend, you know. And the thing is like, you don't really be expecting people to like, you know, gonna try to ambush you or whatever it is and things like, but you don't be expecting that. And that's why one of the main reasons why I have trust issues with random people that follow me. Like, if it's people that overall like they act cool with me. And that's the thing where it's like, I know people will take that in consideration. It's like, oh, well, let me pretend to act cool with TMossBoss. Like, no, I've gotten to a point now where I can like tell the difference between a person that is chill with me and a person that is following me for the wrong reasons. And that's why I'm like, I really don't. That's one thing I started doing is removing people that follow me. I mean, yeah, overall they can like they don't have to sign into an account or can find other ways to, stalk me or whatever. But no, like, that's why overall I wanted to talk on. It's like, why? Like, my thing is this. If it's on some, like, situation like PNB Rock, it's like, no, what you need to do is go out, get a job, earn your money, rather than trying to rob, steal, and kill from other people or people that you know you don't like. But I just don't get the whole idea of following somebody knowing you don't like them. What do you gain from following somebody knowing you? And it's people like that where it's like, no, you don't need no social media. Like, you ain't even on social media for the right reasons. In my opinion, when you're on social media, you're following stuff that you like. You're seeing things that you overall can't see in real life. So it's like you follow the social media version. That's in my opinion the whole idea of social media. You're either that or you're doing it like to keep up with friends, like social media, like influencers, where it's like you're a content creator or whatever. So like you overall got like social media stuff like for your job and things. But yeah, I understand. But like people that are just overall following you to hate on you, following you to stalk you, following you to, just any negative thing that you can possibly think of. I don't get that. I don't. And it's something where I'm like, nah, people, y'all gotta stop doing that. Because what do you gain from it? Like, no, it's like talking to people that do that crap with me, talking to people that do that crap with other people. What do you gain from following a person knowing you don't like them? I don't get that, because my thing is this. I've unfollowed people even if it ain't even on some stuff where it's not even that I don't like them. I just end up unfollowing them for whatever reason. It's like, fam, I have my reasons for unfollowing that people. I do that with people that like it's not on some like hate stuff. I just unfollow them. But it confuses me where it's like, because my thing is this. Let's say I had some hate in my heart towards an individual, right? I don't care for seeing that individual on social media. Whether it's YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, I do not care for seeing that individual. So I do everything in my power to make sure, if it's on Facebook, I unfriend that individual. If they add me as a friend, I decline it. If what are some other things, if they pop up in because Facebook don't really be having like no recommendations, but let's say somehow, some way I block them. I don't want to see them. That's my whole idea. It's like I tried my best to avoid that person. If it's Twitter, ban, block, whatever platform it is out there, ban or block them. You know, like anything that has to do with them, any of that stuff, ban, block them. And I'm like, and the crazy thing is like, I've had it where people, you know, more so haters, I've had it where they told me that, like, that's not, you know, a thing that I should do. I shouldn't ban and block people that I, like, you know, if I do have, like, I'm not going to say that I do have hatred in my heart towards people, but if it's people that I don't particularly care for, you know, even I feel kind of bad for, like, saying that and things, but if it's people overall I don't get along with, right? It's people I don't get along with and I ban, block them wherever they are. How is that an issue? I don't want to see them. I don't want to hear from them. None of that stuff. It is so crazy. Like, no. So the times I've, like, have interacted with haters on social media, if I have blocked them, they'll do some old dumb stuff where they create another account and they still be trying to talk to me, and it's like, I don't think you understand the idea of getting blocked. I don't want to see you, okay? Like, I don't want nothing to do with you. Like, stop talking about me. Go in your different direction. Leave me alone. And they still just keep going at it and keep going at it. But they've said stuff like, oh, and if you block me, you're just furthermore proving my point that you care about what I'm saying. No. And that's something that I've always said, is that when you see trash on the floor, right? What do you usually do with that trash? You don't, like, because it's like, you don't want to see it, right? You don't want to see that trash on your floor, wherever it's at. You don't want to see that trash on your floor. So what do you do with it? And it's no different than when you're deleting a hate comment or banning or blocking a person, whatever it is. But what do you do with that trash on the floor? You throw it away. And then you go put that garbage in a bigger garbage thing, and then a garbage truck goes and takes that garbage, throws it into this field. I don't know what happens afterwards, but it's gone from your possession. So explain to me. I would like for somebody to explain to me, how does one care about something that they consider trash if they are willing to throw it away? This is the stuff that I care for. I keep it in my possession until I no longer care for it, and then I either give it away, throw it away, whatever it is. But like, for an example, sneakers. Y'all know how much I love sneakers. You guys know I've like freaking got me a pair of sneakers yesterday, all right? And been thinking about getting me another pair. There's like some that I got on my radar and stuff. But anyways, if I don't, you know, particularly care for a pair of sneakers, I give them away, sell them, or, you know, to one of those like reselling stores. But no, there was at a point in time, I remember a friend of mine, she had asked me for some shoes for her cousins. I had no problem, because this is a close friend of mine, I had no problem giving away those shoes. So I took pictures of the shoes. I was like, you know, shoes I wasn't wearing, shoes I didn't care for. Took pictures, sent it to her. There were like a couple of pair where I was like, dang, man, I wish I didn't give those shoes away. I still kind of had some love in my heart for them. But no, I learned to let go. That's like one thing I feel like people need to start doing, is like learning to let go. Because at the end of the day, you gain nothing besides wasting your time. And like in that situation with PNB Rock, it's like this guy literally wasted his time. He wasted his whole life. Because from now, the thing is this. In this day and age where you got surveillance footage, in some situation like that where you got surveillance cameras, you got people with their cameras, you literally have like all this technology that has evolved. Do you really think he's going to get that far in life? No, he's not. It's like he purposely slowed himself down trying to rob somebody. So that's why I'm like, you know, it's stuff like that. Or even if it's on some like internet stalking stuff, where it's like, what do you gain from stalking anybody out there? Like, that's it trips me out when I hear, like, you know, that type of stuff, or even when I see it. I've seen it with myself, I've seen it with others, but I'm like, what do you gain from even stalking people? Like, what do you gain from that? All right, so for this portion of that, I'm gonna try to like get into the mindset of a stalker, okay? Let me think of somebody. Kevin Hart, all right? Kevin Hart, you know, out of all the people I could have thought of, Kevin Hart, all right? So right now, I'm getting into the mind zone of a stalker, and I'm stalking Kevin Hart. To be on that man's account, waiting for him to post, all right, at all hours of the day, that is time consuming, okay? Like, I'm sitting down thinking about that, and I'm like, bro, that is such a waste of time. That's like more of a waste of time than like taking a nap. Like, I feel like, yeah, you people need naps, people need breaks, but me sitting down and stalking Kevin, like, bro, no. I'm like, there is no way possible you gain some sort of happiness from doing that. Because you're angry. Like, that's the thing. That's the thing when, like, stalkers, haters, all that stuff. Like, that's the thing that they don't realize is that you're angry. It's like any and everybody can see that when you're stalking an individual, when you're like, no, and even like on like some like old movies, like there's Fatal Attraction for an example. You know, it's like when you see how that situation went down, it's like, yeah, that girl ended up getting shot and killed at the end of that movie because it's like she, you know, messed around with the wrong people. And then Martin Lawrence, he did like it technically was a remake, but it was named different. But he came out with a movie called A Thin Line Between Love and Hate. That girl was stalking him. Look what happened. She ended up getting sent to prison. So it's like, let's think of some other, the Beyonce movie, Obsessed. This girl was stalking her husband. Look what happened. She ended up falling from a second story. No, that house was kind of big. It didn't look like no second story house and things. But anyway, she fell from pretty much the not ceiling, what do they call it? Attic. She fell from the attic all the way down onto this glass table and then had this chandelier slam into her insides. Like, bruh. Even though there's just, you know, it's movies, unrealistic stuff, blah, blah, blah. But it's like, that stuff, those things was based off of something. Nobody ain't just gonna randomly come up with that. No, that stuff is based off of things. And I don't think a lot of people, it's like, bro, they've came out with TV shows, movies, all that different type of stuff. I mean, you read stories about that type of stuff where it's like stalkers and haters. And it's like, what do you get? You gain absolutely nothing from hating on somebody. Absolutely nothing. It's like, even at times when I sit down and I think about, like, when I hate on a video game and I'm ranting about it and all that stuff, what do I gain from that? What, some fans that also agree with me? Okay, and it's like, and then eventually it just gets to a point in time where it's like, okay, I gotta move on. So, like, you don't necessarily gain anything from hating or stalking. And despite like what a person would say, because I feel like there will be people out there that will want to argue with that on like, you know, oh, well, there's no excuse for it. There's no excuse for stalking a person. There's no excuse for hating on a person. All that stuff needs to end. Like today, if you're a stalker or you were hating on somebody, bruh, let it go. Let it go. They're on some stuff where it's like you want to think of every excuse possible on why you feel like you need to continue being bothered with an individual you don't even like. Because even, I know people are going to probably like try to like twist my words and say, oh, so you're saying you guys stalk people that you like. No, you don't have to stalk or be obsessed with a person in any way, shape, or form. You can just go about your day, act normal to that person, right? You could go about your day, you know, like talk on that person on the amount of time you want to talk to them, be cool with them, whatever it is. But when you start being weird with an individual on some stuff where it's like, oh, you guys stalk them or be obsessed with them, whatever it is, and it's like, fam, there ain't no need for that. There is no need for that whatsoever. It's weird. Like, and I know people about like, oh, well, I like weird. I don't care about being weird. I don't care about, I'm still going to stalk. Bruh, no. Just no. Like, you guys got to sit down and think about that type of stuff. What do you gain from hating or stalking on a person? You gain nothing. Absolutely at all. You gain absolutely nothing. So it like that type of stuff. Like when I sit down and think about the people that were stalking me. I remember I had a Trump supporter stalking me. And then of course like the Twitter guy. Who are some other people? I feel like that Twitch guy. He was stalking me too. Who else? You know, like, and then just, you know, of course, like the amount of haters I've had where people are leaving comments saying, oh, I deserve to be hanged. Or, you know, other like life-threatening comments. Or just, you know, people being racist. People talking on my appearance. What are some people hating on my videos, people bothering my friends, stalking my friends at times, and I'm like, bruh, it's like, y'all gotta let that stuff go. Y'all, like, seriously, it's like, you gain absolutely nothing from any of that. So, like, and I know people are gonna try to, like I said, come up with every excuse possible. Oh, well, this is why I do this. This is why I do that. I do this for this reason. I do this for that reason. Who cares, bro? At the end of the day, who cares? Absolutely nobody. Because my thing is this: if that's the case, where you feel like that you got this confidence, like you go tell a police officer how you're stalking on people. Go tell, like, if my thing is this: if you are willing to tell the whole world that you're a stalker, you're a hater, you do this, you do that, and you think at the end of the day you ain't gonna get no backlash from what you are saying and from what you are doing, fam, like, if you can take that step, that leap, that, like, just overall, like, jump, all right, into life, where you can tell any and everybody that you're a hater and a stalker, fam, like, cause no, a lot of times they be secretive about that type of stuff. So if you can go and tell the whole world that you're a hater, stalker, whatever it is, you make a whole video, tweets, posts, TikToks, whatever it is, you can make that leap of faith, talking on that type of stuff. Hey, go for it. I'm like, then if that's the case where you can do that, you could go, like, you could admit that stuff to yourself, go for it. But I feel like this is what I personally feel like, and after this I'm gonna end the episode. You're gonna admit to all that stuff, right? And you're just gonna see how pointless it was. That's how it is when you hate and stalk a person. You may not realize it until you actually come out and say it out loud. You're gonna realize how pointless it was. So at the end of the day, if that's what you want to do what you want to do, all right? But and that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. If you're viewing this on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you're viewing this on a podcast streaming service, make sure you follow or subscribe, however it's set up. Make sure you subscribe to one of my 43 YouTube channels. Follow me on Twitter, TikTok, Twitch, and Instagram at TMossBoss. And make sure you follow my Facebook page at TMossBoss fan page. Also, if you are purchasing any tickets from SeatGeek, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss. It will knock $20 off your first purchase. Thank you guys for watching and or listening, and peace.